So our community was affected by Storm Bert because it was a total devastation to the whole community just through flood water. So the top of the village where we're standing now, from a builder's bag that caused complete devastation throughout the village.
Well, the people were affected enormously because of the mistrust. They were very angry, they were frustrated, they felt let down. If you can imagine, these poor people have gone through this previously, as little as 4 years ago. I mean, and lots of families were still getting over the effects of the previous flood. So the mistrust, the confidence had gone, the anger was immense, and so everybody just felt let down. The community responded as they normally do in this village. This village has grown up on community spirit. Take it from me, they've always had to sort of fend for themselves, and they have done. So the negative was anger, frustration. What were they going to do about it? They stood up, as they always do, and formulated a group called themselves the Task Team, which have been absolutely fantastic. So, and this group of people have come from all areas of the village, with all vast experiences of life, and together we've questioned the local authority to ask him why, when and who is going to be there for us in the future, and these people are the evidence of the future.
I think we had several factors that came together, which always happens in disasters. Everything came together, and I don't think anybody was prepared for it. And certainly the council weren't prepared for it. And the initial meetings, they thought they were, but they weren't.
So since the flood, we got together with numerous meetings from the council, and a group of us decided that it would be a positive action to move forward as a task force. So we've had some local training where we've been provided with communication, lights, first aid kits, various items in our emergency box. We open up the Stoot as the hub. We had some important training where we simulated an event that we had actors that came in, played the part of the victims. So we all had our roles and we knew exactly what would happen if we were faced with this event again. And that could be any event in the village. It could be from a fire, from a flood, from a major road traffic collision, a train collision, anything. It was just how we would manage as a task group of any future sort of disaster. We talk, we've got a WhatsApp group, we monitor if we've got adverse weather, so we all link in to say, like, George will open the Stoot and be there with sandbags. Different people bring different things to the actual task force.
We will have all the emergency equipment on hand, just in case the emergency services cannot get to us, which I feel is important. And again, hats off to the local authority. They've been tremendously supportive.
I think our relationship with Blaenau Gwent Council has just blossomed really. From what was a completely negative experience, we've now been able to turn that around. They've given us the tools to help ourselves, and by doing that, we've been able to gain the trust. The money that has been spent in our village to improve our drainage system is phenomenal. I don't think people actually realise how much work has been undertaken by the council, and I think that's gained our trust back in them, and we've had a good working relationship with the full team right across the board. From as soon as an alert comes in, we have contact with Blaenau Gwent to say what's going to happen, where they're sort of patrolling, what they're providing to our village, which gained massive benefits to us, and the confidence has grown.
We're working far closer now with the residents and the community of Cwm and the task force itself. As a council, we're trying to be more prepared for when we experience these weather events, putting additional resources in and checking the culverts. But I think as a task force, as a task group, I think they understand that the community needs to be a little bit more resilient. You know, we've offered them and provided training. We've provided flood sacks, we've offered them and provided water pumps so that they're able to respond to events themselves. As a council, you know, we'll still do the heavy lifting, we'll still upgrade infrastructure, as you can see behind me. We'll still respond with our staff and deliver sandbags as required. But I think it's important for residents and communities to understand that they can help themselves. They don't have to rely on the council to do everything for them. They know their communities better than anybody. They'll have the skills to be able to do things for themselves. And I think that's what the deal is all about. And you know, the communication that we've seen now between the council and the task force has improved dramatically. And I think that's something that we can look to roll out to other communities as part of the deal.